What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Kai. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about why the 2K League event was a failure. We're going to break down the 2K League event and talk about why it failed and some things that they can improve on if they wish to have another event like this in the future. Now, quick disclaimer, this video is not intended to bash 2K or the 2K League in any way. This video is solely intended to point out the problems with the event so it can be better in the future, man. So first things first, I'm gonna talk about some bugs with the event. If you played in this event, you know what some of these issues that was constantly occurring. In the beginning for the 3v3, the points weren't tracking properly. For me personally, I would randomly get kicked out of games. It happened to me while I was in the middle of a game. It just sent me straight to the 2K23 main menu. And then it happened to me at the end of a game and I didn't get my points for that game. So for whatever reason, I got randomly kicked out of a couple games. And another issue, in my opinion, you can let me know if you agree down in the comment section. I think the event center is laggy. I don't know what it is about the event center, but my jump shot just feels different in the event center, and it's happened to me on multiple occasions. I might be shooting a jump shot and it's just like a slight stutter lag that you can see. It's not even for a second, it's like less than a second, but it's just enough to mess you up and mess your timing up. So I'm not sure if they can work on anything to like fix the lagginess in the event center. It doesn't feel like the rec, you know, it's a complete different thing of its own. So moving on to the next issue with the NBA 2K League event. For this event, I think there needs to be a portion for individual performance. Now, let me tell you why. In my opinion, there should be a way for players to showcase their own talents as an individual. If you played in this event or you know anything about this event, it was a no squad event. So you're dependent upon randoms, and 99% of the time you're not getting good teammates. My experience during this event, I legitimately had people selling me on purpose because they thought it was funny. Like, you know, that's just what they were there to do. They weren't passing the ball. They kept shooting terrible shots. You know, I hopped in on the mic. They knew they weren't going to make it far in that event. So all they wanted to do was come in and mess it up for anybody trying to actually compete. They even asked, why are you taking this so serious? We're talking about a potential future career to play 2K professionally in the 2K League. Like, who wouldn't take this serious? Like, if you don't care about the event, then you know what I'm saying, you could play my career, you could play park, or you can play rec. You got all the trolls and everybody else who just don't care about the game. They want to come out and they want to sell you and they want to see you fail. In my opinion, it would be cool if they had like an individual aspect, like an actual combine similar to NBA 2K22 in the my career mode. I think that would be a nice idea. You could have players showcase different talents, like have different shooting drills. You can have dribbling drills also where they do the correct move on screen. Whatever move you want them to do, you can have them go through the entire moves list of dribbling for 2K and have them do that where they have to perform the correct move. And then another piece they could add to that, they can give them like a minute and a half to 2 minutes of just straight freestyle dribbling so you can see what they can do. Let players get in their own bag and show you what they could do for like a minute and a half to 2 minutes. But I think it would be very beneficial if they could find a way to like put that combine in there. I think that would be dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some of the things that they have from NBA 2K22 was the, you know, the bench press, and then you got to do the vertical, see how high you could jump. Like, some of that stuff don't really matter. Like, obviously the shooting drills are important and the dribbling and all that other stuff, but you can have the individual aspect and then you can have the team aspect. For this 2K League event that they just had on 2K23, it's all team based. You don't have any control over your teammates. 99% of the time you're gonna get bad teammates. So if you get toxic teammates, then you're just out of luck and you don't have any other way to showcase your skills. Like, they may choose not to give you as many looks or just choose not to pass you the ball, and then you don't have that opportunity to shine. You see it all the time in the rec. You know, if your teammates don't want to give you the ball, trust and believe me, they're not gonna give you the ball. People play selfishly. They try to be the hero.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
That's the kind of stuff that you have to deal with, man, in 2K. If you got teammates that's not passing you the ball, how can you ever get the opportunity to try to showcase your skills and try to make it in the 2K League if we're running events with randoms? And going back to the toxic teammates, you might be thinking, well, why don't you just close the app and then load into another game so you can get some different teammates? Hopefully that'll, you know, help you out a little bit, get you some better teammates. Well, that leads into the next issue. It takes so long to get into a game. I had a great start on one of the 5v5 days and I got up to rank 99 and I could have kept moving up, but after my first game, I couldn't get into another game for 20 minutes. 20 minutes. I was trying to load up into a game. It would only be like 3 out of 5 of us there or 4 out of 5. and it just took so long. People would just constantly back out. Then it's just you sitting there by yourself, and then I gotta back out and then start it all over again. And you know, the problem would just continue to persist. I would get teammates, we would never get a full team and load up into a game, and I gotta back out and start over, back out and start over. It's just a reoccurring problem. And during that time, I'm wasting 20 minutes just trying to get into a game. In events like these, time is of extreme importance because you have to play as many games as you possibly can within the 4 hours. Now, obviously, if each game is 20 minutes long, let's just say each game is 20 to 24 minutes long because you got timeouts and fouls and free throws and all that other stuff. You should be able to get somewhere between 8 to 10 games in the 4 hours. It just depends on how fast you're putting people away, if people are quitting and all that stuff. But after all that time that has went by, 20 minutes of me waiting to get into a game, people have already gotten the game ahead of me. So now my rank is shot after that. It's hard to catch up after that. It's really no catching up. If you get behind like that and you're just waiting to load into a game, you can't catch up, because it's somebody else out there who probably haven't had this issue and they've been playing games all day with no issue. You can't hope to get top 5 if you can't even load into a game. This was a 4-hour event, and I probably played a total of 4 to 5 games because of loading and matchmaking issues. But those are just some tidbits from me on how I think 2K and the 2K League can kind of partner to make this event better, man. I think there should be an individual aspect to this. I don't think our fate of making it to the 2K League should be put in the hands of random players. Like, give us a chance to showcase our talents as an individual. I could see why they didn't do this event as squads, because of course you got YouTubers competing in this competition and they would just partner with their YouTuber friends, and you know, they would have some really good squads and they probably wouldn't ever lose. You know what I'm saying? That's why this was a no squads event, to try to make it fair. But you know what I'm saying, at the same time, it was also doing a lot more harm than good, playing with randoms that don't pass and don't want to play a team game, and you know, they just selling you on purpose. So I think the individual aspect would be really cool if they could find a way to implement that, and at a combine have you in there doing shooting drills, dribbling drills, all different kinds of things for you to showcase your skills as a individual. You got to look at it both ways, man. It's important to see how somebody performs as an individual, and it's also important to see how they perform with the team, because imagine they're missing out on tons of talent that could have potentially went top 5 if they didn't have to deal with all these different issues, loading into games, playing with bad teammates. There's a bunch of people that probably could make it into the 2K League, but they don't know that they exist. Those are just some of my thoughts on it, man. Let me know what you guys think about this down in the comment section. If you're new to the channel, go down and hit that subscribe button, give this video a like. Hopefully we can get a better event next year in 2K24 for the 2K League event. Hopefully they run this event back. But you know what I'm saying, you also have tournaments and stuff that you can get into, but you know, sometimes those things cost and you just may not have money for it. So hopefully they can find a way to improve this event. If you're looking for people to run with on 2K, man, join the Discord, trying to build a community for us to find people to run with and have a good time playing 2K and a bunch of other games. The link is down in the description. Be sure to follow me on all of my socials. Links are also down in the description. As always, man, I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to stay safe out here, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.